Hello and welcome to another Stanton Gossip episode. I hope you guys are doing good. We're just gonna cut to the chase immediately because there's a lot of things that we want to talk about today, or mention, or present to you, and we want to keep this one up to half an hour. So I'm not gonna ask you how you are, Maso, but I will say that I started playing StarCitizen before we started, which is great.
Yep.
You're on that
I,
hype train. That's great.
and I guess a bit. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Talk about it more on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, Sun's gonna be a good one. I can't wait. All right. So we're gonna start with Twitter, and there was recently a very obviously sarcastic, post from Captain Berks after seeing
Yeah.
the new Invictus trailer. He was like,
That was a
he
good
wanted to play that game, and yeah.
He's like, "What game is this?" or whatever. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you were one of those people who did not get it, it was sarcastic. The reason we are going to share this tweet with you guys is because you should read the comments. If you did get the sarcasm in it, it might make you laugh.
Well, I mean, come on. Like, if you play StarCitizen, you should know that it was sarcastic. Like
100%.
here's a check mark in the beginning part of the the tweet there. Star map works. That's your first giveaway. Anybody who plays StarCitizen knows that the star map is a train wreck. No desync, scanning, fleet gameplay, solid FPS. That doesn't sound like And then basically he follows up with StarCitizen 2 is looking great. How do you not? Anyways, read the comments. It's pretty amusing.
Yeah. Some people did not get it, so yeah.
Some people didn't get it. Okay.
Which makes it good. I mean, it's funny.
It was funny. It was funny. Read the comments. It makes it even more funny. Maybe a little bit infuriating.
The next one, though, I'm not a huge fan of StarCitizen being a screenshot,
Yeah, but it's Hasgaha, and he's so good. Okay, so Hasgaha just smashes it out of the park with a screenshot of the Herc. It's just spaceship porn, and it's Hasgaha, and he's awesome at this. So
I don't want to spoil it too much because you guys should click and check, but there's something in simplicity. There's some value in simplicity, and yeah, I mean, as I've studied photography, and as a photographer, I would say this is a good shot. Not a huge fan of the ship, and just virtual photography is not my thing, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's one photo, so click it, check it. And if I'm not wrong, they're just that's their thing, right? I think I've heard that on one of the yacht club podcasts or whatever they call them, where this guy actually just does,
Yeah, it's just what he likes to do.
Yeah. So. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks good. It looks like they know what they're doing. For sure.
Next tweet you brought, and
it's a long list. It's so you gotta click on this and then click on the picture, right?
Yeah, I couldn't believe this one.
So Solo Squirrel tried reaching Concierge by just buying paints, like different paints in StarCitizen, and
he got really
close.
Really close.
Let's not say the number because you can click and check. But I guess we were surprised. That's a lot of money actually.
But it's a ridiculous amount of money for, let's be honest, not really spectacular skins.
True. It's more like paint schemes or
Yeah. Next one, I guess probably everybody's seen this one at this point because this one came off of Reddit, and the streamer was Xero spelled with an X, and
Xero State,
Xero State, and he just he was doing the the challenge they put out that you have to fly underneath the rail tracks on the way to New Babbage, and it has to be in an Avenger, and he just did this really sick little flare landing coming up through Aspire Grand and then landing very smooth. Anyways, he put it on or somebody put it on
Reddit, yeah.
our gaming on Reddit, and anything Star Citizen there just gets like downvoted to oblivion. And this one ended up with like 101K upvotes, like
It's a
insanity.
really cool stunt. It looks
It is.
smooth and simple, and you look at, you can see his like hands on the joysticks and everything, and it's obvious that it's not smooth and it's obvious that it's simple. Like you need to know what you're
Mhm.
doing. I think people actually reacted to that kind of positively, and it was kind of funny. Like a day after, he tweeted actually, and he was like, "Well, looks like I'm famous on Twitter."
Yeah.
With like a
Or
shorter
on
clip of
Reddit.
just like
Yeah, yeah,
landing,
yeah.
right? So it
Yeah.
was really good. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you haven't seen this one, it's very short. It's like a couple of seconds, just like flying through and landing, and
It's fancy. It's really
10 out of 10.
smooth.
Yeah, love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have
Next one
this is the real gossip. I'm gonna let you go with
this
it,
is
but this
gossip.
is
Yeah.
really gossipy. And
I was just on Twitch the other day and I saw Captain Richard doing an ED Odyssey stream sponsored by Frontier Games.
sponsored by Frontier. For those of you who
Juicy
don't
gossip.
know,
Juicy gossip.
so Frontier are developers of Elite Dangerous, Elite Dangerous Space MMO that just got the new expansion that is fighting, Star Citizen in a way because they finally got the legs, space legs, which
Mhm.
they're very proud of. Still don't have ship interiors and stuff like that, but and yeah, I kind of feel like I know this is gonna sound like almost rude, but Star Citizen's baby, Mister Richard,
Yep.
hey dude, they need something, bro. Like
I
I,
I mean, you play what you want to play for
sure,
sure,
yeah.
but I think it's a little bit indicative when Frontier Games is scalping one of Star Citizen's top streamers
Because
to
it's easy, man. Because
of course.
let's. I mean, we both do content for Star Citizen, not as much as Richard does, definitely. But it's hard. It's extreme. I don't think there's many games where, in order to succeed, and it's not guaranteed, you have to stay in Star Citizen,
Mhm.
base for a long time, and then for months you don't get any, anything from the company to, to make your
Yeah.
content off. I don't blame Richard necessarily, but these
There's
are
no
like
blame
tiny
here.
red lights,
It's
like
it's just it's gossip. It's
yeah.
gossip worthy. That's gossip worthy. Take it for what you will.
As always, like all these tweets in the description. If you don't see them, just click show more under us, and yeah, there's gonna be Captain Richard's Twitch channel. He's a partner Twitch streamer. He streams mostly Star Citizen for a long, long time. Huge
Mhm.
numbers. No, like definitely check him out, of course. And
Well,
you might,
huge numbers for Star Citizen.
yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. And you might figure out that you like Elite Dangerous. Never know. All
Yep.
right, we're going to YouTube, and this one came out like right after we did Stanton gossip last week,
Mhm.
which was kind of a bummer. But at the same time, I mean, now everyone talked about it. We can just, briefly go over it as well.
Yeah.
It's like it,
This
it
this
came
is
down.
yeah, this is one that again probably you've already seen, but Linus Tech Tips and the subsidiary of Linus Tech Tips, TechLinked. I don't know if you remember a while back, they had hooked up with morphologists to do like a Star Citizen stream. So the video that Riley recorded there is now out on his channel on TechLinked. Kind of the summary of his experience and stuff like that. And it's 26 minutes long, so it's like it's a time investment, but this is it's worth watching. Like you could tell Riley gave this a good shot and he's got a pretty balanced kind of opinion of it. Sometimes so that sometimes I can't tell if he's positive about it or memeing, but overall, like I thought it's definitely a good video, definitely worth to watch for sure.
I don't think he knows.
maybe not.
I
I mean,
think
well,
it
actually,
was
no. I
very
think it's
honest.
I think it's pretty obvious at the end, actually, just how he kind of just says like, "Could be the best game ever. Could be nothing."
And if
It's worth $45. It's worth $45.
if you listen to us like since the beginning of Straight Out Stanton and Stanton Gossip, I think we agree most of the times that not even CIG knows this answer.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
they feel confused about their own product, and
Mm.
and
Or they're not sure how to put it
yeah,
together, right?
and
Yeah,
that's somewhat okay. I mean, there's a reason we're still in alpha, So
yeah,
I don't like that fact, but the truth is it's okay. I mean, right? What I
yeah.
want to say about this video, though, you can absolutely feel how. Let's put it this way: we have a lot of enthusiasts making content in StarCitizen, but they're not like they started with StarCitizen, and they're getting
Mm.
into the. I'm not trying to shame anyone. I love so much of StarCitizen content on YouTube and Twitch, but then a professional comes in and holy crap, like you can see the equipment is fucking amazing, his camera presence is flawless, the video edit is,
Well,
I
let's
mean,
his camera presence is why you should be watching TechLinked. So,
it's
yeah.
very refreshing. Like from that perspective, you have someone that is not like IGN or Kotaku or whatever.
Mhm.
They're having a proper opinion, and it's high quality content. We get like Morph is like the highest quality content, but I still think like Morph himself would not put himself on the same shelf, right, as these guys. So I think he respects them like immensely, which almost fanboying, which we talked about.
One of the things that yeah, definitely was fanboying a bit. But one of the things I appreciated about this particular take is that a lot of the people who are Star Citizen creators, they don't show the lumps and the bad sides of Star Citizen, right? And I thought
Unless if they're
this
shaming it only, right?
yeah, exactly. Whereas I think Riley in this case did a great job of showing the beauty and like just how amazing Star Citizen can be, but then kind of like also throwing in just what a shit show it can be, but
Yeah.
doing it in kind of like a funny kind of a way as well. So
He's
yeah,
great. And he's been playing Star Citizen before, or not really playing, like
yeah,
jumping in and out sometimes.
mhm,
And
yeah,
he captured that first, wow moments and whatnot when
yes,
you
yeah,
figure out
yeah.
the scale and the ship and whatever, but also very realistic, with like shit show that
and
happens.
and then the first time where you fall through the planet. Yeah.
And then he had Linus as well, which I'm not happy about, but
Yeah.
like that, I
Yeah.
think he just disrespectfully screwed up everyone. But
He kind of made that into a funny part of the video though, so part of me wonders if that was, like, a creative decision on his part. Like, he knew it was gonna be a shit show if he invited
yeah,
Linus, but he did it anyways because it'd be funny,
all in
you
all,
know?
if you are a Star Citizen, content consumer, please
Must
just
watch,
start.
yeah,
And if you start watching this one, you're gonna watch the whole thing. There's
yeah,
they're
yeah.
professionals and keeping you staring and listening.
This is
All right,
something to say too, sorry, just my final thoughts on this.
sure.
Most of Star Citizen content I listen to, this one, I actively watched it.
Mm,
Like
yeah,
this one was one that I had on my, like, main screen, and I just watched, full focus on it. So, like, I think that's yeah. Like, that's to me and it wasn't even, like, a conscious decision, it was just, like, I'm into this, and I watched it, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't
that's what
something
I'm
I had
saying.
on the
You
background.
start, you're
Yeah,
taken.
yeah.
Okay.
Next one was YouTube again. This is one that I came across via Twitter. Waterpatate, who's a French streamer, did a slick little like low flying video trailer kind of thing for her Star Citizen channel called 1 Year in Star Citizen, and
It's not
it's a
just
minute.
low flying. There's some
It's not
explosions.
just yeah.
It's good.
It's
It's
well done,
interesting. Mm.
well edited. It just like it was fun to watch. It's a minute. You got nothing to lose. Just watch it. It was fun.
So just to clarify, it's their year of playing Star Citizen, or
Yes,
making
right.
content.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
it, and I don't know, you watch like 50 plus seconds, and you're like, that seems like quite a lot of stuff for 1 year. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's rich. I
Plus,
love
let's
when
be
people do
honest.
this. It's like 1 minute,
That
but you have content in it.
that last shot where she has a heart shape of ships landed, and then one of them flies through it, and they all explode or
Yeah.
whatever. That was so good.
Yeah.
That was so good.
There's something about French streamers being able to pull off these, like, we always have like the crazy sound videos when someone like the flyovers, the
Mm.
explosions, like they just, I don't know, they have really good interaction on
They
Twitch.
haven't. Yeah, they seem to just have an appreciation for that. Hey.
True.
Yeah.
It's good
Yeah.
though.
It's good for sure.
Um, so the next one, um, so we currently have Bengal in the game, and that's kind of a big deal. No pun intended. The biggest ship, the biggest flyable ship potentially in future is there. It's absolutely extremely powerful, even though it's not using its weapons. It's decimating your frame rate. Um, but it's very very impressive. It's very detailed. I think that's the first shock you get when you see it. How many
Yeah.
details
Yeah.
at each like little part of this carrier you can see. And I could not see this ship in game. I just didn't get to see it. Maso, I know you did. I
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
do it yet, but I didn't.
I'd,
I know
I'd
I don't want
recommend
to stream
it.
it
Yeah.
though, because you're gonna like destroy my stream, and yeah, I'm afraid of that. Because frame
We'll
rate is
destroy
like,
your. Yeah. Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um
Like I don't have my machine's not like top end, but it's definitely no slouch, and I've never
hey.
been over like 20 frames per second around that Bengal.
So for us that are not like playing on 1390s and
Yeah, even with the 3090, I've heard that it's
latest
hard to get over
i9s,
20
yeah,
frames
of
per
course.
second. But yeah, yeah,
So basically what happens is Michael Caro, I think, I'm sorry if I'm butchering their name, is not a big channel, bigger than us, but like it's not a huge massive channel or whatever. They
hmm
made a 5-ish minute video of like really solid shots of Bengal, and the music is good, and yeah, you can just appreciate the detail on the ship. A couple of times his frame rate or their frame rate also tanks a little bit, but it's not unwatchable or anything like that. I don't think any of us would get any better result anyways.
no,
So if you're like me, that's 5 minutes, like you can like skip through or whatever, pause. It's high quality, and yeah, just if you want to see Bengal and you couldn't do it in
it's
game.
the thing I appreciated about it. Like I've seen it in game as well, but the way that he pans over things is at like a close enough range that like you can't help but notice, like
Yes,
Chegg was saying, like the incredible detail on this ship. So whether or not you're amazed by the scale, which we've kind of illustrated, we're not necessarily. The detail level on this ship is spectacular. Like they've done a great
bro.
job on it for sure.
I mean, the scale of the ship itself is
It's not
impressive.
small. It's not
Yeah, I
small.
just I just want bigger ships, but
Yeah,
like that ship is big. Don't get me
it's a
wrong,
kilometer long.
and
It's
yeah,
a
and
kilometer
he
long. It's big. Yeah.
he also has these moments where he's like recording from above, and there's like Idris that looks tiny next to it, and a few hammerheads, and and you don't see their ship in the recording. Like it's good, it's good. Just take a look if you want to see Bengal and you haven't seen it in game
Yeah.
or want to
Or even
remind
if you
yourself.
have,
Yeah,
exactly. If you have seen it in game, watch it because, like,
yeah,
yeah, like like I said, the detail is just
yeah.
spectacular.
I'm kind of thankful to Michael because I haven't seen it, so it works for me.
Mm.
This next one, I'm just gonna
Speaking of
like,
thankful,
yeah. Oh my god, get out, man.
oh, that was one worthy of HC Vertigo right there.
Oh god. I'm just gonna
uh,
I'm gonna excuse myself for the next one because tanks
you
are
haven't
not
watched
my
it,
thing.
yeah.
I've been around tanks in real life, unfortunately, not my own decision, and they just don't do it for me. And you found this one, and I if I love when people do the navy stuff, right? compared to the ships, which we're going to talk right after. So I'll just let you take over this one. I think it's certainly worth a watch. And
so this one again is a little bit of a longer video, but this is Atira Kell's channel, who we've talked about a little bit before, and he does a soldier's perspective on things. And specifically, he was a tanker for a while, so a tank driver in the U.S. Military. And him and another tanker go basically do like a 20-30 minute walk around of the Nova Tonk and like look at it from that perspective. And it's really cool. I mean, in a lot of cases, it's like, okay, guys, calm down. It's a video game. But for the most part, I was impressed at just how many bases CIG hit as far as like realism with this tank that they built. Like it overall seemed to get the seal of approval from these guys. And it was just interesting hearing them talk about like how modern tanks are built, like how the armor works, kind of like the safest places in a tank, what the different kind of roles are in a tank, how this one differs from kind of modern tanks and up and coming tanks, etc. Like they both have a lot of knowledge about it clearly and a lot of experience, and that really came through in this video. And they basically just nerd out all over this thing, and it's worth a watch. It's worth a watch. Like, it's very casual. It's not really highly produced or anything. It's pretty much just like a snippet of a stream where they're just kind of hanging out and basically walking around the tank and talking about it. But it was cool. It was a lot of information there I didn't know, and it was interesting to hear them go over it. So
I've seen tanks go through buildings, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that's like it's scary as fuck. But it's very impressive, and I kind of feel like tank is a vehicle that is very tricky thing to have in the game, and I'm gonna be disappointed if these tonks cannot go through settlement buildings and destroy them. I'm sorry, but like that's the signature thing of a tank, right? Like it just goes through everything.
And that's something we don't really know yet. We don't
Yeah, we don't
really
know
they
yet.
haven't really said anything about like how destructible things are going to be in this game. But like
But
there'll
it's just
have to
gonna
be
be
some
funny.
level
Imagine
of
a Hercules falls on the building and nothing
yeah,
happens.
yeah, 100%.
But then they
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be difficult to have. But I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know
Let's
how
see.
they're going to do it. We haven't really heard a lot about it from what I know of anyways,
Maybe buildings will
yeah,
just have like shields or something. God knows. They
I
can
don't know.
explain. They can
Hopefully not.
gamify it.
Hopefully not. I mean, I get if they gamify like certain like main cities and stuff like
Yeah,
that are
like
pretty much
Lorville. Or...
indestructible. But like I'm really hoping that like smaller settlements, player settlements and stuff like that, I'm hoping that there's at least a degree of like destructive, how do you say that? Destructive terrain or I don't know.
collapsible, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, something like that. Because yeah, I mean that tank they estimated it like has to weigh at least 70 tons. So
That's an
like
unstoppable force, man. I don't know. Like
yeah,
it's sick.
yeah.
Even the
No.
old ones, man. Like you see, like holy. This is one of those moments. It's the same. We talked about this once. When you see a bear, like in the nature, actually using his strength to like move a tree that 20 people
Yep.
cannot lift. It's the
Yep.
same shock moment where I'm getting like literal goosebumps now. Where it's
Yep.
just like you think it's gonna stop for a when two cars hit each other, it's like you have to stop for a bit. No, there's no. It just goes like
Just
through
goes through
fucking
it.
paper, like cake.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's very effective, visually and mentally, and I hope they have it in game because it would be a shame if not. You know what I mean?
Well, let's be honest, it'd be really stupid if you saw a 70-ton tank roll up to one of these outposts and then just like clunk and just
Here's the
stop.
thing, though. I think 90% or more of people don't expect tank to go through the building, which is why it's so impressive. Like I'm talking about real life.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
real life. So they can not do it and still, survive it, but It'd be so freaking good if they did, because then a lot of people would be like, "This is bullshit. Tank cannot go through the." Oh shit.
Yeah. That shock value. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
The
one's
last
yours.
one. Oh man, this is, for me personally, it's kind of a big deal. But unfortunately, we saw this video just before we started Stanton Gossip. There's a content creator that I know from another game. If you guys are watching us again, you know I play World of Warships. I'm a huge, like, I'm in love with ships. And wargaming often works with this content creator whose name is Mighty Jingles. He is a British Navy veteran, and this guy knows everything about, Navy ships. Is Brit, so his accent is impressive, very easy to listen to. Is a little bit, he's a little bit of an elder, a lot of experience, very calm when he talks about stuff. They work with him when they are making, some like specials about things that happened in the past, like Battle of Jutland, or like stuff like that, because he's just so knowledgeable. And I had no clue that he actually dips into StarCitizen. And when I saw, I was like, wait, Mighty Jingles? No, I had to click on the channel to check if that's the Mighty Jingles. And yeah, there's like a bunch of warships videos, obviously. This guy, he's been doing content on YouTube for many years, and mostly around ships. And he has a big channel, almost 700,000 subscribers. He made a video today, and it's already at like 25,000 views. Interesting comments in comment section. I need to watch the whole video yet. It's about Invictus. It's called literally it's called StarCitizen Invictus. I think it's very important, and it's not sponsored, if I'm not wrong. Like, it doesn't say it's sponsored anywhere. Like, I've checked right?
And we looked back, and he'd done one previous to this.
Yeah,
too.
like 7 months ago or something, right?
Yeah.
So
but to be clear, I haven't seen it either. So
yeah. I think this is very, very important. Like, these big content creators, diving in and checking, and like, he makes a lot of content. His channel is very lucrative, and him taking time away from his routine to make a 26 or whatever, like half an hour long video about StarCitizen. I mean, it speaks volume, man. It's very interesting for me to see. I think it's important that because he is the person. So here's the logic, right, behind, like, when I started streaming StarCitizen, I was like, I always want to stream StarCitizen after another game that I already have community in, so that I can bring new people to StarCitizen, because everyone knows about the Elder Scrolls, everyone knows about World of Warcraft, right? So that they don't need that kind of a help. I'm doing that content for myself, right? But then StarCitizen, whenever I stream StarCitizen or make content for StarCitizen, I want to expose StarCitizen to new eyes and potentially new wallets, right? Because I want the project to succeed, right? So people, I don't have that much power anymore, but people like Mighty Jingles, holy shit, like 1 hour, 25k views. I am pretty sure at least like 60-70% of these people are not StarCitizen players. And yeah, at least some of them will get, taken by the, scale and detail and whatnot. So that's great news for me. I don't know what to say. I'm surprised and impressed. We thought it was sponsored
before, but yeah.
But the first thing when you saw the numbers, you were like, "Is it sponsored?" It has to say it somewhere.
Exactly.
And it seems like it's not.
That was my first thing. Like, oh, if this guy's this big, like, are they paying him?
Yeah.
Like, is this the start of the Squadron 42 marketing drive or whatever? But no, I guess
they're going to do that 100%, right? But
100% they're going to do that. Yeah.
It'd be actually good if they started, but it doesn't seem like
That
they
would
would
be a
tell
good
us something,
sign.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Marketing is freaking out.
even CR has said, like you'll know when Squadron
Yeah,
42 is going to come out.
of course.
So,
But I'm happy to see
anyway,
that these big content creators are like interested in it.
yeah,
It's also good.
I'm gonna queue up that video for sure.
Yeah, there you
But,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to listen to it as well. All right. Well, that does it.
Yeah.
I'll let you close it.
Yeah, if you guys like this, throw us a like. If you want to see more of this, throw a subscribe. We do this every Wednesday, just kind of go over, what we've seen happening as far as content goes on Twitter and videos and stuff. But we do a longer form podcast on Sunday. Emphasis on long. Usually they're around 3.5, 4 hours.
Sometimes almost 5.
Sometimes almost 5. Shh, those. Shh. Yeah. Other than that, if you guys have watched content this week that you thought was really cool and we didn't cover, throw it down in the comments. We're always looking for new stuff to watch or read. If it's on social media or whatever, that's cool too. And we like having conversations down in the comments. Lately we've been having some great ones. So thank you to everybody who's kind of engaged and having fun little conversations with us. We appreciate it for sure.
Oh my god, it means so much, man. I wake up and I see the number of comments. I'm like, oh god, let's go through this. It's amazing.
Yeah. Usually before work, I just kind of like pop on and like just
And so
have
for
fun,
me,
little
this
back
is
and forth.
difficult and strange because I'm used to Twitch where I have like instant interaction with people, and
Yeah.
we came to a point, where we actually have proper conversations in the comments, and I love it. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, thank you for being brave enough to engage into one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you Sunday/Monday for Straight Outta Stanton. Take care.
Bye.